Hey, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Dan.
And welcome to Hang Out with Your Slang Out, where this episode we discuss one of my least favorite words of all time, boujee.
Now, it's not that bad of a word.
Oh, it is. Just wait till you get to the episode.
Oh, just hang in there, people. We'll convince him it's not as bad as he thinks. But we're glad you're here.
So go ahead, defend it. Why is boujee okay to use?
Oh, so we're going to bad cop, good cop this?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay. So I'll be the good cop on this. Boujee it's one of the best words to use when you want to describe something that's just super fancy and it's playful and fun.
I mean, is it the perfect word for that? Like the original definition of it dealt with the middle class.
In this deep dive, yes, it's going to be the perfect word for fancy. And
don't even get me started on the spelling. Like boujee, the word we're talking about, has a J and two E's, no R. How do we even know it's supposed to come from the original word?
I don't think that the people like myself who like to use boujee, that's a lie, by the way, who like to use boujee, we don't worry about spelling too much because, I think this is a Kardashian thing.
Because SATs are a dead science when it comes to rating people. I don't understand. Please help.
Please help. So how do you think boujee should be spelled then?
If it's going to be shortened at all, and it shouldn't be, it should be Bourgie.
Borgie?
Sure, that's what you would say. I would say bourgie because it's short for bourgeoisie.
All right, so let me put it this way. Is there any way it would be okay to use boujee for you? Like, is there any scenario?
No, because like I said, even the definition's wrong. Like, if the word originally dealt with the middle class, why is it used to talk about fancy stuff now? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
There are ways that you could apply it based on the definition. Like, we could go to the Simpsons episode where Marge decided that she wanted to be part of the country club, and so she kept resewing the Chanel dress to make a new dress every time she went, so everybody thought she had new clothes.
My co-host Matt, by the way, is the aficionado on The Simpsons. He will fight me on this, but I have yet found a reference that he cannot equate to a Simpson episode or a line or a character, which, is one of the reasons I love him so much.
I mean, he's not wrong, but it is mostly the first 15 or so seasons. I haven't seen a whole lot since
15 seasons is a lot of any TV show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I would put him up against anybody.
Except when the TV show is over 30 years old.
No. If anybody else out there thinks they're a Simpson expert, reach out to us. We're going to Thunderdome this.
Ooh, don't Thunderdome.
No, we're going to straight Thunderdome this. We might even live stream it, but It would be the Simpson off.
You've been here when we've been recording. There's no way we should ever live stream anything. That's terrifying.
I don't know. So back to boujee in The Simpsons. It sounds like you found a way that it works for you then.
No, I found a way to utilize the word where it makes me less angry only because it makes me think about The Simpsons.
Man, he's holding on to this bad cop. Has any of your kids used it yet?
Yeah, of course they have.
Oh, there you go.
Even a bigger reason to hate it. Not because I hate the kids. Love the kids.
Love the kids. Even when they're being bougie. And if you've met his kids, they are bougie. No, they're not. No, they're not. No.
Tyler kind of is.
Is she?
A little bit.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna swing him back to the good side, the light side of bougie. It's technically not my favorite word either, but I will rally around it now.
The only way that it works for me is that not enough people know the real word.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find myself having to use it so they understand what I'm talking about. So basically I have to dumb it down a few notches.
Yeah.
So that they understand what I'm trying to say.
I don't understand what he's trying to say.
Because I definitely can't bring up that Simpsons episode every time I want to talk about trying to be fancier than you are.
I don't even know what the Simpsons are. Is that like, is that like Family Ties or Happy Days?
Yes, but funny.
Yeah, I got you. No, I know what the Simpsons are.
In cartoon form.
Yeah, cartoon form. Classics.
And they never age. And some of the kids are voiced by women, even though they're boys. Yeah. But whatever.
And I've seen enough times where Marge is dressed nice and bougie in it. So,
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. No, you gotta give it up for Boujee.
I don't have to.
You gotta let go of the hate. Come to the light side.
I'm never gonna let go of the hate. I will learn to accept that people use it as a term, but I will still continue to hate it because hate is my superpower.
All right. He has a bunch of superpowers. Hate is not his best one.
Super doesn't necessarily need to mean good.
All right, I'll give you Boujee on this one. I can't bring you to the light side because it's not a word I believe in 100%. So I tried to good cop it.
Actually, the one other argument for it is that nobody's strong. 5% of the population can actually spell the word that it comes from.
Just studying up on the word and stuff, getting ready for this episode. I had a hard time figuring out how to spell it. It's spelled in so many dumb ways. Oh my God, I just went full bad cop. Oh man.
And here you go.
Oh shoot.
Welcome to the dark side.
It feels pretty good over here.
I'm sure it does. The weather's wonderful.
He's got better drinks over here.
Hate produces a certain amount of heat. And so it's a lot warmer on this side, which is great.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he got me. Damn it.
Sure did. So I'm assuming your kids have used it around you.
Oh, wait, yeah, Liv has.
I was going to say, there's no way Liv hasn't.
She uses it like you, though. She uses it like she uses it as a derogatory term. Like if she's going to use it, it's not flattering to why she's using it towards somebody.
In defense of her, like, again, the original word kind of was meant as a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they put so many letters in it in an order that you can't spell it. Because,
oh, shoot. You're going to hate me for this. I have used the word Boujee.
Oh.
When our daughter moved here to Scottsdale. First time we saw
I think
her.
you can probably end the story there.
Yeah. First time we saw her apartment and noticed that she was living much more comfortable than we were. I was like, and we referred to her apartment as Boujee. Oh,
Wait, when she first moved here?
No, when she first found the new apartment.
Oh, yeah.
When she first moved there, it was
Boujee.
Definitely, their first apartment was not Boujee.
No, the new one absolutely is.
Yeah.
I know. I used to live right across the street from it. And our apartments that I was in were like the poor people apartments on that corner.
Yeah. And those were still nice apartments.
Yeah.
And I feel dirty now that I actually use that in my history. You'll forgive me, right?
No. But using it to make fun of that apartment's okay, I guess.
All right. I guess I'm still technically dark side, though. So I guess it's bad cop for Boujee?
Maybe. It is now, anyway. It may have started good cop, bad cop, but it might now be bad cop, bad cop. Or maybe just correct cop.
There'll be some Boujee defenders out there. We need to hear from you. So let us know. You got to defend Boujee if it's good for you.
But then also maybe don't try that hard because you probably won't win. At least you won't win me over.
I'm telling you, it's Thunderdome. It's Thunderdome with Boujee. I've never seen him like this with a word. He's usually like, all right, great word. Let's do this. I love that word. Oh, I can't wait to make fun of that word. This word brings the dark side out.
Yeah, keep in mind, there's going to be like an episode that we do on hella or something like that, which I could use ad nauseum for the rest of my life. But people hate that word. Bougee's just that same way for me.
But I'm like that with totes.
Oh. You mean those like bags that you carry around?
Save it for the next episode.
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right. I think it's time to refer to our guide and good friend, the Urban Dictionary.
You can go urban. I was in the suburbs growing up. So for me, it's the Suburban Dictionary. Because I was middle class, like the bourgeoisie.
Is that why does your license plate say that?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So according to Urban Dictionary, first thing, it's spelled Boujee. We don't know about that, but we'll go with it for right now.
We literally gave up These are the 6 letters we think could possibly spell something that sounds like this dumb word that we made up. Enjoy.
And first thing it shows is it's high class, flossin', which we'll have to go back to.
Yeah, clearly, because maybe that's why I hate it so much. I don't floss nearly enough.
Flossin' and ballin'. And then one who possesses
flossin'
swag.
and ballin'?
Yeah, flossin' and ballin'. With no G's on the end of those.
With no G's.
Yeah. It's legit. One who possesses swag.
One who possesses swag. So you would say somebody that has Riz?
Yes, I would.
Interesting.
The elite and rich. And that would be another reason I would assume Kardashians get tagged with Boujee.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't imagine, if you've ever seen how the man dresses, I can't imagine that anybody would look at Bill Gates and think that he was Boujee. But he fits that category.
Does he?
Well, your last part of the description, yeah.
One who possesses swag, elite and rich. All right.
Elite and rich, yes, not swag.
Because if he's flossing and balling, I'm doing something.
Actually, I've never seen him out on the streets. Maybe he does have swag. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe he struts with his groin out and his feet forward and kind of leans back. I don't know. Maybe he's got a pimp cane. Anything's possible.
He would have the coolest pimp cane.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. That's going to come out one of these days.
What if like that was the way that he interacted with his computer at home, was by the use of a pimp cane instead of a mouse? That'd be amazing.
I bet you pimp cane is his password.
Oh, for the kids out there, a mouse is a peripheral for a computer that you use to move the cursor around to select things. They've been replaced by the trackpad.
Do they know what a trackpad is?
I don't care. I don't have the time to.
It's just all touch. It's all touch screen. You just say it's touch screen now.
Have you ever seen a kid use a laptop that doesn't have a touch screen?
Yes.
Oh man, hilarity.
Yeah. Have you seen him? Have you seen somebody actually? I saw this at the airport, and I'm not kidding. Saw a lady looking at a magazine, and she tried to pinch zoom on an image.
There's no way you saw that.
Yep.
Well, okay, hold on. Did it work?
It worked for me because I laughed my ass off. I couldn't believe I saw that. But that happened.
What if we were the first ones to invent glasses where you could actually pinch zoom on your glasses to zoom in?
Now, see, he's got Bill Gates in his head.
Don't take that idea, listening audience. That's mine.
That's one Boujee idea.
I've TM'd it.
All right. We've already determined that Boujee is high class, floss and ballin', but the actual definition, I think you should read, because it really backs up your ideas about the word.
Are you still on Urban Dictionary?
Yes.
An abbreviation of the French bourgeois, a critical term used to describe people, things, and places that are definitively high class. All right, well, not really an abbreviation then. Something that is affected, inauthentic, gentrified, exclusive, and or otherwise sheltered from the dirt and grime of the real world. Yeah, I suppose that's kind of right.
Well, that's better than, what was it, ballin'? And
I hate this definition less.
Yeah, because that sounds like where you're coming from with your dislike of the word bougie.
Right. And for the record, I'm totally down to call a neighborhood bougie instead of gentrified.
Yeah, because I can't spell gentrified.
Oh, it's like petrified, but with gent.
Is that like a radical testicle?
No.
All right.
Because those end differently.
All right.
It'd be like radical comical.
Yeah. Well, I'm finding their examples here is pretty.
Or particle testicle.
I claim it. Band name.
Particle testicle. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. Particle testicle.
Imagine the light show for that concert.
Do we have to get is this going to be an adult rating for this episode? Because we've said testicle multiple times. How many times do you think we can get away with it before we get that rating?
Testicle?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. How are your testicles?
Small, shriveled.
Particles?
They are like particles.
All right. Mine are bougie.
They're particularly testicular. I don't know.
All right. Now that we've chased off all the, decent human beings that are listening to this podcast.
I mean, if you were decent, you shouldn't have been listening in the first place.
True. In Urban Dictionary, they also give us an example of using it in a sentence, which kind of works. Here's example 1. Dick. Want to go into the city?
Wait, is this person being called a dick, or is that their name? Anyways, what does Dick say?
There's so many jokes right there. I think that's funnier than what I was about to read. So
No, read it anyway.
Okay, so their example of using this to describe Boujee is, let's try this again. The gentleman, his name is Dick. He says, want to go into the city. And Jane says, yeah, I've got to get out of this bougie town. It's become so gentrified ever since the new homeowners association plowed on in. Now, there's a lot of double entendres going on here with Dick and...
Right. First of all, Dick absolutely could have been referenced as Richard just to avoid that whole rigmarole.
But let me finish the sentence. Let's get some tacos from that dude at the corner of Market and 6th. End scene.
Wow. So Dick and Jane during their softcore porn talking about Boujee and apparently left town to go to the city, which one would assume would have a higher concentration of bouginess. Is bouginess a word? Is that in there? Yeah, don't worry about it.
It will be.
That's probably why they had to shorten it, because you can't say bourgeoisiness, because then it sounds like bourgeois. Well, you know what? It's related to testicles.
Everything's coming back to testicles.
How can it not?
Boujee means a rich-ass person that possibly owns a fucking load of gold, has a big-ass mansion, and eats rich people's shit.
So what you're saying is it's Scrooge McDuck? Because if anybody watched the intro to DuckTales, they know that he was just swimming in piles of gold.
Yes, he was. Which, that takes me back to my youth.
So then bougie people possibly have monocles?
All the best ones would.
Like the guy in The Simpsons, in the Furious D episode when they got the horse. And he was so offended by Furious D's look that he dropped his monocle into his glass of champagne and it shattered. He definitely represented the bougie. If we're using bougie as they're using bougie.
We're definitely using bougie as the way they used it, especially now.
Yeah, I guess so. Still not on board, but I'm willing to use it for the purposes of this episode.
Well, and I could go into more detail with our Urban Dictionary. There's plenty more on there, but it's all the same. And I think I've had enough of that. But thank you, Urban Dictionary. As always, you come in clutch.
This episode brought to you by the failure of the English language.
There's going to be a lot of episodes sponsored by that, I really think.
I think all of them should be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this whole show is about, right?
Yeah, that's
fake words that mean real things.
True.
Although Webster's really screwed everything up and started throwing some of these words into the dictionary. Well, stupid Webster. He didn't even have a good show. No, that's not true. Webster was a pretty good show in the 80s.
Wow, Webster reference. I was not expecting that, people. I got a little bit of whiplash, but yeah, I used to love Webster back in the day.
Flashbacks hurt sometimes, man.
Yeah, they do. That's going to be on one of our shirts. Flashbacks hurt. And we do flashback episodes, so keep an eye out for those.
If you're interested in old term lingo, what us old people say right before we kick people off of our lawn.
Yeah.
Not just people, kids. They need to get off our goddamn lawns.
I wish I had a lawn.
No, you don't. It's so much work.
I told you about that guy we grew up with that lived down the road that had the lawn that he used to go out every morning, or it's like once a week, and he would literally trim the lawn with scissors.
No, but that's amazing.
Yeah. And it was bougie. It all comes back.
Does it though?
All comes back.
Did he also have tiny trees that he maybe manicured?
Yes, he did.
Was this actually a movie? Was the guy Pat Morita?
No, but I wish he would.
Oh, he would have never lived in Kingman. There's no way that would have happened.
No. He'd been fighting every weekend. But no, the guy, he did have smaller trees as well. Had a beautiful lawn.
Naturally smaller trees, or did he trim them by scissor to make them smaller?
Yes. I rest my case.
Also, I don't know that trim them by scissor is a proper phrase, but we're going to use it.
Yeah, we're gonna get email on that.
Oh, now we are. We weren't going to until you went there with it. Yeah. Both of our fans will probably email.
Yeah, all two of them. Those are our wives, right? No, they don't like the show either.
No. It'll probably be Tyler.
Yeah. I thought I was bougie, and you just ruined that. So
I mean, you are bougie. Didn't you just get a French bulldog or something?
Yes, and he's very bougie.
Yeah, you're bougie for getting the French bulldog. Then you got him clothing. You know how I feel about dogs and clothing. This isn't like the cat's pajamas. This is like legit dogs in clothing.
One pair of clothing, because I agree with you. I am totally against dogs having clothing. But
I support what the clothing supports.
Which you should. You're half the reason I bought it, because I wanted to show it off to you.
Oh, wait. So you're going to blame me for putting a dog in clothing?
Yeah. Well, and when I get him his Wrexham kit as well, you're going to.
I wonder how many levels they have to jump up before they start having dog clothing.
Shoot. I'll just make my own.
Do you have to like make it to the championship?
As much as Ryan promotes, there's got to be Ryan Reynolds, by the way, dropping names. Yeah, he'll have dog clothing.
We don't know that guy, but we would love to. Ryan, reach out.
Yes, I would love to do one of his Mint Mobile commercials with him.
I just want to get Mint Mobile. Candace won't let me do it.
Oh, that's not bougie, Candace.
Cut that part out of the episode. I don't want her to know I said that. It's so fast, though. One of my buddies got it. He brought it into work and just showed me download speeds. It's like 4 times as fast as my home download speeds.
What?
Yeah. Is there anything Ryan Reynolds can't do?
I don't know. He won't come on our podcast.
Have a child, maybe. Well, no, but he can do that. He just won't do that.
All right. Thunderdome? That'll get him here.
I mean, if you keep saying the word Thunderdome, I might just get up and leave.
He has to come back because we got to do another podcast.
Who sang the theme song for Thunderdome?
Oh, wouldn't that be
Is it Tina Turner? Yeah.
Thank you. You didn't even give me a chance.
That's only because you're going to splice that together to make it sound like
it's going to be instant. Yeah, it took me like 30 seconds because I could not think of it. All I saw was Mel Gibson and that little kid in the video.
What you needed to see in your head was somebody that looks kind of like one of the Fry Guys, but with like nicer legs than the Fry Guys.
The Fry Guys. All right, see,
because she's always wearing those sparkly, flowy dresses that makes you look like a Fry Guy.
Yeah, we don't need Tina Turner coming after us. We can handle Ryan Reynolds, but we can't handle Tina Turner.
Yeah.
I'm scared of her. She's like an icon and stuff.
Insert an appropriate joke here.
All right, so I'm going to do a quick shout out to
Jesus Jones.
Yeah. Jesus Jones reference. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if anybody wants to get in touch with us, you can email us at hangoutslangout@gmail.com. We're always up for hearing what you have to say, and any words you'd like us to tackle, or if you just want to, I don't know, call us names and start a fight. It's Thunderdome.
Or maybe you're listening to this from jail and you need a pen pal.
Yeah, we can do that too. We have an Instagram. Hangout Slang Out. People. No, you don't even have to keep it clean. We won't click on any pictures or links, though. We'll say that.
Whoa. Let's figure out what the pictures or links might be before we say we're not clicking on them.
Okay. So Dan won't be clicking on any of the pictures or links, but Matt, he's your man.
So also, if you talk to us about millions of dollars being somewhere in Africa that we can access, we'll only respond to those once. So good luck.
Yeah, it's like the lotto. If it doesn't pay off with that first click, then we get right on it. We're out. But yeah, we would love to hear from anybody on any of those. We're starting, obviously, a Facebook page as well, so keep an eye out for that.
If you still use Facebook, it is 2023 now.
Yeah.
I still use one, but I'm old.
Yeah, and that's why, we'll corner the market on the older listeners for podcasts.
Maybe we'll find a way to have a MySpace page.
We should bring it back.
Tom would be excited.
Yeah. Is Tom still alive?
He has to be. Look how young he was in that picture. That wasn't that long ago. Looking all surprised over his shoulder, looking back at it.
But I still look like I'm 25 in my picture because that's the picture I use.
Oh, yeah. I still look like I'm 12. That was the last time I was cute, so that's the picture I use.
That is not true. He's as bougie as it gets. He actually has, I think that's the name of his beard product is Boujee.
That's not true.
Boujee is Boujee Man? Man Boujee?
No. Everybody knows that my beard product is called Live Bearded.
No, it's not.
Based here in Arizona. They make fantastic products.
Are they fantastic enough to sponsor this podcast?
Probably not, but this is a shameless plug, hoping that I get some free products just by name dropping them.
All right.
Are there any products that you would like to shamelessly name drop? Actually, Shure microphones. I could use a new one, so I'm going to name drop you as well.
There we go. My list would be way too long for that. So
That's why you got to keep the things small and cheap.
Well, I can't grow a beard.
Like Squirt. Bring back Ruby Red in cans. I'm just saying.
No, you can keep that off.
What? Have you even had Ruby Red Squirt?
Oh my God. It's Thunderdome. No, Ruby Red Squirt sucks.
Ruby Red Squirt does not suck.
It is not bougie.
Also, for you kids that want an option for drinking out there, as long as you're old enough, or don't tell your parents, Ruby Red Squirt and Jack Daniels tastes just like a Jolly Rancher. It's delicious.
That's not true.
It is true. How would you know? You don't even drink.
That's true. I don't drink. But I remember how Jack Daniels
maybe you
tastes.
should start.
I just can't imagine that tasting normal. Yeah, so that's the word bougie.
Did you convince me?
I don't think I did.
Oh.
I tried.
Yeah, I don't think you did either. I just wanted to see if you thought you did.
I'll get you next time. And actually, it was a fun word to mess around with this episode. But I'm kind of with you on it. It's overplayed, and
if it makes you feel better, I hate it from a place of love.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
Love is a good place to end this episode. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Hang Out with Your Slang Out, and we'll catch you guys another time.
Possibly on the flip side.
Oh. But we ain't even done. We haven't done the intro.
Bunch of stuff in there that definitely cannot make it on the podcast.
Like, what do you want? What do you not want in there?
I don't know. I mean, we might have to cut some of the testicles out of there, which cutting some of the testicles out of there may be my new catchphrase.
All right. Testicle Tuesday.
Wait, so now we got to air this episode on a Tuesday?
Yeah, we could.
I guess we could.
Yeah. I don't know. When isn't there a National Men's Day when you're supposed to like check your testicles? We should air it on that day.
Yeah, probably. I don't know that they refer to it as checking your testicles.
They refer to it as Testicle Tuesday,
they call
right?
it playing with your barriclements or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Your bougie balls?
I think that's Benoit ball. No, that's a different kind of ball.
Yeah. We're not going to put that link in this one.
Not this time.
All right.